Right, on the lathe we have a piece of Spanish chestnut that I rough turned into the shape of a bowl about a month ago, and it spent 3 weeks in the kiln and another week normalizing. At the moment it's just a little under 17 at its widest point. Something that new turners do when they're buying a lathe is they'll see a lathe and it says you can turn 16 over the bed, and they expect to be turning 16-inch bowls over the bed. You won't turn a 16-inch bowl over a 16-inch lathe bed. It will always be smaller. So when it happens, when you buy your new lathe and this happens, don't be disappointed. If you turn wet wood, let's just like this plank was 18 inches when I put it on. By the time I got the rough shape into it, it had gone down to about 16 and a half. Then it had to dry out, and it warped to just 17 across that way, and it's a little below 16 that way. Well, no, actually it's a little above 16 that way. When I bring it into round, it's going to end up about 16. There'll be about a 16-inch bowl. First thing I'm going to do is throw up the tenon on it. I have it held with pressure between the tailstock. I have my largest chuck on with the jaws out fully, right? And until I get this solid into the jaws, I'll be turning quite slowly. But same as usual, turn the lathe on, bring it up slowly to a speed you feel comfortable with. But because this is only held with pressure, I won't be going too fast, right? And what I want to do is take that tenon down. Till it's round. I don't want to take too much off it, because it basically won't fit in my chuck jaws if I do. Right, am I cutting everywhere? I am. I still have the angle. So now I'll turn it around and stick it in the jaws. We're turned around. We're in the jaws. The gap in the jaws is correct. I have the tailstock up for support, and I'm clear. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to round this off on the outsides. I prefer to start on the outsides. Right, so yet again, turn it on. Now because it's clamped, I can up my speed slightly. Oh, I got my speed actually quite a lot. It's pretty well balanced. I'm getting a slight, very slight wobble there, so I'll back off slightly. Now, gently come in. Check if it's round. Yes, I have a full cut all the way around on that. See there? That's the narrowest piece. You can see the old cut there and the new cut there. Right, there's a couple of lovely cracks in this thing, which I'm hoping will hold, but should do. Right, now I'll finish the shape here. Stop and have a look. Am I getting a clean cut? I'm not there, so that's not round yet. Those are two big cracks. There's another little one there. There's a lot of cracks there. So there's going to be some filling on this bowl, but when you're using a large wood, that happens quite a bit. Now, I'm not too worried about that because the finished cut on this is going to be, that way, because this is a standard orientation bowl. If it was end grind, the finished cut would be that way. So I'm just trying to get a rough shape into it at the moment. Stop, check, and have a look again. Nope, touching. Yep. So at the moment we're only after a rough shape on this. Because of the shape of this bowl, I want to leave a slight foot in the bottom. Just a very small one. That's all it takes. Just to raise the bowl up off the table slightly. That should do it. It's only going to be a tiny foot. It's just to give the illusion of the bowl being floating on the table. We should be up towards those cracks now. Right, now I need to do something about those cracks. Now I'm going to work that sawdust down into those cracks because they're quite wide and quite deep. Now I'm going to put some CA in there. So these cracks are quite wide and quite deep. So I'm going to flood them with CA on top of that sawdust I've just put in. At the moment I'm not worried about the wood being stained on this one, because this is all going to be getting scraped away when I'm shaping. and I'll get back down to solid wood again. There's another slight one there. Right, so we let that settle for a second, and then rinse and repeat until those cracks are completely filled. Okay, the cracks are filled. I may have to do them again when we get the shape of the outside of this finalised. But sometimes you get a piece of wood that it's worth doing this on. Shear scraping the shape in. There's a slight bump just there. Now when I'm shaping here, I'm watching here because I can see the shape over there, as I can't see it where the gouge is. That's better. Stop and have a look. Oh, that's crack sounding. Not too bad. Now, as you can see, the glue hasn't completely gone off. You see the spray marks? So I'm going to have to wait another few minutes for the glue to go off. I'm not getting any spray, so we could be okay. Slight bump just there. Get rid of that. Okay. Knock it off. Move the tool rest. So that I'm cutting at the right angle. I'm clear, so we go in. What I'm doing is I'm working my way up the bowl, blending in the shape as I'm going. So I'm working section by section to get the shape to where I want it to be. There's a bump over there I just can't quite catch. Nearly there. There we go. Got it now. There's a slight bump, I don't know if you can see it, right there, which I want out of it. I don't like that part of the cord. Yeah, that's better. Now we'll have a look at these cracks. See how they held. Yeah, doing a little bit of filling there. And just there. So we'll fill those. And then we can move on. The outside, same again. As I said in my previous videos, if you're worried about stains that the CA causes, you can just put some standing sealer on it. I actually like the stains. I think they add a bit of character to the bowl. Instead of hiding a crack, you're highlighting it, and it adds some character. There you go, that'll do. Now what I need to do is flatten that rim off, because if I don't, I won't get a solid entry cut in there. Right, I'm not shaping the rim yet. I won't shape the rim until I have the inside done. All I'm doing is flattening it. What am I touching? Just there, slight touch just there. Right. All I want to do is flatten that out. Is she flat? She is. Now check the cracks. Yeah, there's a crack going there, and there's a crack going there, and there's one going there. Right. And as I said, I'm not doing the rim yet, so those cracks are fine. They're not fatal cracks. Right. Now what I have to do is I have to go to the inside of the bowl. I'll move the camera to the other position when I don't have to sit on the lathe anymore. Right, we're set up to do the inside. What you have to remember is on the inside here, it's as warped as the outside was. So you have to be very careful going in, because you may be cutting air. Right. Check the width. Yeah, that's good. No, I'm really doing this section by section, because on a bowl this size, that's just the way I like to do it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape the rim now, because the bowl is still circular, but when I go down, the stresses are going to relieve and the bowl's going to start moving, and I'll never get the rim right. I do this on large bowls all the time. I will do the fourth section, then do the rim. There's the rim. Now I can sort out those cracks that are on the insides. Right, now we go back to it. Okay. I'm up the speed a little bit to make it easier. I can, I'm up to 900 now. Right. Have a look at cracks. Yeah, we can go before that. Yes, clear. Have a look again. Now I need to start filling those cracks again, because they are starting to show. Now we should be able to move that camera. I'll move the camera so you can get a better view now. our width. Yeah, we're good. Check the cracks. Maybe do them again. And we go again. Now I'm going to take this off to continue filling this. Yep. A very light cut just there. And from there it is hollowed. Now we'll do the tool marks with the negative right scriber. Checking with the right height I am. Let's have a look. Just there, this tool mark. Yeah, that's got it. Now the cracks. Cracks need a touch. After that, and after that, it's sanding and finishing. And we're back. Just buffing the polish. Before we flip it around and do the base. I'm just hoping this fits in my coal jaws. I think it should. When I built the coal jaws, I think I measured that they could do a 16-inch bowl. And this bowl is 16 inches. Nice and gently just buff it away. And remember, my advice is buff with a paper towel. I think everybody knows the reason why I do this at this stage. It's because of the nerve damage in my hands. That doing it with a cloth like this just basically doesn't hurt. Even then, if you are doing it, you can see the way I'm holding it. It's not wrapped around my hands, and I'm holding the long piece up here on my arm so it doesn't get caught. Nice and gently, hardly any pressure at all. I'm just buffing the surface, I'm not trying to burnish it. I think that should do us. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. You see, I like cracks like this showing in a piece. I think it adds character. And the balance on that piece is actually quite good. That is central. So that's actually quite good. I like that. Right. Okay, we'll flip this around to finish the bottom. And we'll see if it fits in the coal joss. Right. Here we go. Speed up to 500. Freshly sharpened bowl gouge. Now let's see if we can get this off. Nice and gently. Taking very light, gentle cuts here. Trying to get this nub down as small as I can while I still have tailstock support. And I don't think I'm going to get much further. Right. Now I've got to lose the tailstock here. Not too bad. Right, and this is the part I hate. Very gentle cuts. And that is sandable. Yes. Okay. Now we'll just sand the base and finish the base. Right. Just mask up. And that's the base finished. I hear a lot of guys saying that they do a quick finish on the base. And my attitude to that is, why would you do that? If you're after spending all that time finishing the bowl, finish the base the same. It doesn't take that long. There we go. Well, I can't see the angle that the camera is picking up at, but I am seeing the odd flash. Well, we'll take it off and I'll give you a better look at it. And there we have it. 16 by 4.5 Spanish chestnut. I like the cracks. I always like cracks in bowls. I think it adds character. I'll take a couple of stills of this and put it up at the end of the video. Another thing that I like on it is the way it sits, just as if it's lifted up. As I said, I'll take some stills of it later, because the lighting in here is not the best for doing this. Right, there's, I love those cracks in that. I just like cracks in bowls. I think they, well, filled cracks in bowls, I think they add character to the bowl. Right. Okay, well, as I said, I'll put up some stills. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one.